I will be teaching you biology for class 8. I think and I suppose you all are safe at your homes and stay at home. The very first chapter which you will be studying in biology, that is crop production and management. In class 7 you have already studied about food. Why the food is required for the body. Where do the food comes from and what do we obtain or get from the food. Now you will study about the food production and management. In your mind these questions might be coming. What is crop? Where do they come from? Who produces? So let us see. The chapter number 1 which we will be studying is crop production and management. Living organisms require food. So the chapter itself deals with the crops. Living organisms. Who are the living organisms? We suppose the plants and the animals. And living organisms require food because it is a fuel for the body which gives us energy to do work. Food is a source of energy. It provides nutrients, it gives us benefits for our growth, for repair of our body, for proper functioning of the body, and many such functions which are taking place inside the body, such as digestion, respiration, Now, the food, where do we get from? We get from plants or else animals. Plants. Plants prepare their own food by the process called as photosynthesis. You have previously studied about photosynthesis in early classes. So, they are also called as autotrophs. What does autotrophs exactly mean? Auto means self and trophs means nourishment. That means the plants nourishes themselves and so they are also called as autotrophs. Whereas animals, they are directly or indirectly dependent on plants. So they are called as heterotrophs. Hetero means others and trophs means nourishment. The plants are somehow are the beginners or you can say the ultimate source from which each and other living organisms are getting nourished directly or indirectly. The direct dependent of animals on plants such as cow, goat, horse, etc. These all are which such kind of animals which are eating green plants only and that's why called as herbivores. Indirect dependent of animals on plants such as human beings, lions, tigers, fox, etc. That means we are eating both the plants as well as the meat, egg, fish, etc. So we are called as carnivores because the herbivores which we are eating such as chicken, such as fish, such as meat, they are dependent upon the producers, that means the plants. So that's why we are directly or indirectly depending upon the plant. India is a vast country of about 130 crore huge population. Therefore, the requirement of food is also more. And from where do we are getting such food, amount of food? This is a question. Food which we are getting are directly from the farmers. Do the farmers, one single farmer is cultivating such a amount of crops? No, not exactly. The food is being produced by lots and lots of farmers because India is also a land of farmers. The farmers are producing the food in a large scale so that can be fulfilled to the population. Now, food is produced in large scale, but is there some things to be done? In piece of land, it cannot be thought about feeding up the huge population. We need a large scale, and to maintain the large scale of production, certain activities has to be done. What are those? Regular production, proper management and distribution of food. The food requirement is more and more according to the rise in the population in India. What is agriculture actually? Agriculture is the science and art of cultivating plants and livestock, and thus agriculture was born by the humans for the humans. Let us talk about in early times when people were nomadic, or you can say they were wanderers. That means nomad means the people who used to move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. They eat raw fruits and vegetables, they hunted animals for food, etc. But slowly they started cultivating land to produce food such as rice, wheat, etc. And thus agriculture was being born up by the people. Practice is being continued till now. Now, we'll study about the crops. What are crops? When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, they are called as crops. For example, wheat, paddy, maize, etc. Now, there are different types of crops in India which are being cultivated. The two types which we will study in this chapter are Kharif crop and Rabi crops. What are Kharif crops? The crops are shown in the rainy season, generally from June to September. These are called as Kharif crops. For example, paddy, maize, soybean, etc. Your question might be coming to your mind, why only paddy, maize or soybean are being cultivated in this seasons? Because they require a lot amount of water. Whereas Rabi crops, the crops which are grown in the winter seasons, generally from October to March. Examples, wheat, gram, mustard, etc. And they require a very less amount of water. As we have already discussed, India is a vast country and the climatic conditions and the temperature, humidity and rainfall are varying from various regions to another. So the variety of crops are grown in different parts of the country are according to its climatic conditions. Some other plants are also there which are being grown up in summer seasons, such as vegetables, pulses, etc. Now, some basic practice of crop production is